Plaintiff Michelle Falsigno claims mold, mice, leaks, and drug dealers pushed her out of her rental apartment. She's suing her slumlord for the return of her $2,400 deposit. Defendant Justin Nevrivi claims he addressed the plaintiff's issues, so he's keeping her deposit as back rent.
Michelle, you are suing Justin because you want return of a security deposit.
Back when I was looking for an apartment, I met with him at the residence. We went through the lease and we were talking, and I did the application and received, he called and said I had the apartment. So I met him at the premises, gave him a deposit. He was very nice in the beginning, like decent landlord and everything, and then as the time went on, I just figured it turned out to be a slumlord.
For her to call me a slumlord, first of all, is just not true.
What happened?
From day one, as I started, when I was moving in, I was cleaning the apartment out. I noticed on the back of the wall there was all this mold, which you can see I've submitted some pictures of that.
Can we see the pictures here?
That's one of the pictures.
Yeah.
There's a couple more that I took. So right away I sent those pictures to him. I said, we have a problem.
Yeah.
And he responded with, oh no, I will get you some stuff. His next text was, I'll drop stuff off. His next text was, I left you a bottle of cleaner. I left it on your stairs. It was a bottle of bleach. So, okay, I used the bleach and tried to do the best I could. And then I had my friends come in, we painted the apartment, got everything going. The bathroom floor, the whole bathroom needed to be done, and as it went on, the water was leaking under the toilet into the floor, so the floor was getting soft to where like the toilet would have fallen through the floor.
Yeah.
The ceiling in the kitchen was falling. Then it got to the point where little mice would be coming in, and I would text him pictures of that. He responds with, after a while, I'll find somebody, I'll get somebody out there. And then I'd be going like 2 weeks and I don't hear anything. And then 2 weeks later, I'd be like, did you call somebody? Oh, I forgot, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. But okay, I didn't really want to pester, but enough is enough. And every time I addressed something, it took forever to get a response.
Every time that she had an issue, I would respond almost immediately.
Was there any other issue with this?
There was quite a few issues, especially like 2 months after I moved in. The first floor got rented out to some drug dealers, and I had a 9-year-old daughter, and there was like syringe needles outside, empty nipper bottles.
And I evicted them.
Their kids were taunting my daughter, and my daughter was scared, so I had to leave. I said my daughter did not want to be home, she would not sleep. So, and even when I left and found somewhere to stay for a while, I was still sending him payments. And then after a couple of months of
rental payments?
My
Yeah.
rent payments, I was still sending while I wasn't staying there. And then I had to keep paying to stay somewhere else, so I stopped payment. That's when I got a text message
It was
from
your
him.
choice to live somewhere else.
And so, as we were going back and forth text message-wise with arguing, then on the text messages you see, which I handed you,
Yep.
he goes, I don't expect you to pay while you're not staying there. Which then when he did get them evicted, I said, when they go, I will come back, and pretty much that's what I did.
I mean, I have all the text messages as well. I've tried numerous times to set up times to come over and fix things, and I do actually have a lot of evidence to show that.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, I can't account for the tenants downstairs. I did evict them, but she also wanted some ridiculous things like a new shower curtain rod. It's like,
What a lie. You're the one that told me you
Okay.
needed to replace that. Can you please?
Ma'am.
Okay, okay.
and so I'm trying to find it right now, but I have a maintenance journal here, and you can see all the times that I showed back up. The mouse issue was addressed as well. I showed up.
When? Please show me when, because
Ma'am, stop interrupting. Let him speak.
Now, the only thing at stake here is that she is suing you only for return of a security deposit.
Correct.
And you're saying she doesn't get it back because she owed rent.
Correct.
That's
and
what
she
you're saying.
Additionally, she never paid the initial security
I
deposit.
did so.
There are only two ways that a security deposit can be withheld by a landlord. If there are particular items that you have to itemize, the landlord has to itemize within 30 days for why it's being withheld. But that's not the reason you're giving. You're giving because she still owed prior rent.
Which is in the lease.
But the defense to that is if the place was uninhabitable, and putting together the neighbors downstairs, the activities of drug involvement, and the threat to a 9-year-old child.
Yeah.
Any parent can understand that. And because of the condition of the place, I think she has a legitimate argument for not having paid the full amount of the rent, even though she was paying rent even times when she wasn't there. So the $1,800 she paid, she is entitled to have that returned because the place was uninhabitable. I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $1,800.
Okay, Your Honor. I just want Justin to know that, you know, he really needed to be more accountable for his actions when he was the landlord.
One of the reasons that I'm getting out of the business would be people like this.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.